Facts and oddities, exploring the hidden, the forbidden and the unavailable, one mystery at a time. Somewhere, between truth and fiction, where laws fade, and chaos begins, doors open to places unknown. And people vanish, as if the earth swallowed them whole. Ships found without a crew, planes that took off, and never landed, and bodies recovered, yet explain nothing. In this world, mystery cannot be told. Terror cannot be reasoned, and suspense never ends. Prepare yourself, you're about to enter the 5 most chilling disappearances that stirred fear, defied logic, and plunged deep into the unknown. This is not just a video, this is a journey into the shadows. Number 5. In the depths of history, and in the heart of a merciless ocean, a mystery was born, and it never died. December 2, 1872, the crew of the Dei Gracia approaches a pale silhouette, drifting silently across the Atlantic. A ghost ship, no distress signal, no sign of life. Its name, Mary Celeste. She was not sinking. She was not broken, but she was dead inside. The captain, his wife, their young daughter, and the entire crew vanished, evaporated, as if the sea had swallowed them without a trace, without a sound, without a struggle. Everything on board was untouched. Navigational charts, food, personal belongings. Even the teacups were still warm. What happened? Mutiny, a sudden illness? Or did something inhuman rise from the depths? A century and a half has passed, and no one dares to offer a definitive answer. Mary Celeste still sails in the minds of those who dare to look her in the eye. Number 4. On March 8, 2014, Malaysia Airlines flight MH370 took off from Kuala Lumpur, bound for Beijing. 239 souls on board, a modern Boeing 777, clear skies. Everything seemed normal, but just 38 minutes into the flight, it vanished. No distress call, no warning, only silence. The last words from the cockpit were, "Good night, Malaysian 3-7-0. And then, nothing. Shortly after, the aircraft was detected making a strange turn, veering off course, heading west, then south, as if guided by an invisible hand. What followed was the largest search operation in aviation history. Dozens of countries, thousands of hours, satellites, ships, aircraft, but all they found were fragments of wreckage, washed ashore in the Indian Ocean, months or sometimes years later. No black boxes, no bodies, no clear answers. Was it a tragic malfunction, a hijacking, a deliberate act from within the cockpit, or something the world wasn't meant to know? 10 years have passed, families still wait. The world still wonders. We found debris, but not the truth. Not the ending, a flight that never truly landed. Number 3. In 1981, Mitchell Hitch entered a deep cave in the southern United States. He was an experienced cave explorer, equipped with his camera and gear. But he was alone. At first, everything seemed normal. Narrow tunnels, damp rocks, and an eerie silence. But something changed at a certain depth. Strange sounds were captured on his camera. Whispers, distant footsteps, and faint breathing, as if coming from the walls. Then, a mysterious light appeared from one of the passages. The camera followed the light. A short, sharp scream was heard, and then everything went dark. The camera was found, along with his gear, near a small side tunnel. But Mitchell himself, he was gone, without a trace. No body, no blood, no signs of a struggle. As if he had melted into the stone. Some said he lost his way. Others believed he fell into an undiscovered pit. But those who watched the footage said something else. They said there was something unexplained. Something that couldn't be understood by logic. Unexplained movements. Shadows that appeared and disappeared quickly in front of the camera. And strange sounds, echoing through the space with no clear origin. Deep beneath the earth, where the sun never reaches, and silence reigns, there are secrets still unknown, and places that no one should ever approach. Number 2. Deep in the frozen Ural Mountains, amid the silence of the snow and the endless black of night, something happened, something no one has been able to explain. 9 university students set out on a ski expedition to reach the summit of Mount Autorton, led by their experienced teammate, Igor Dyatlov. The goal was clear: challenge the wilderness and return, but they never came back. Days passed with no sign of them. A rescue team was sent out, and what they discovered was a nightmare. Their tent was found shredded. But the strange part, it had been torn from the inside, as if they were escaping something terrifying. Their gear, boots, and clothes were still there, but the students, they were scattered across the snow, some half naked, in temperatures as low as -30 degrees Celsius. Their bodies lay in unnatural positions, one with shattered ribs, another with her tongue missing. Yet there was no sign of a struggle, no predator tracks, no enemies in sight. The official report concluded, cause of death, an unknown natural force. But that only raised more questions. Was it an avalanche? A secret military experiment gone wrong, or something? Not of this world. In 2020, the case was reopened. The new explanation, a sudden snowslide. But does that explain the tent ripped from within, the trauma, the fear that made them run barefoot into the night? No. Silence still covers the mountains, and the mystery of the Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most chilling unsolved cases in Russian history. 9 students, a frozen mountain, and a silence that refuses to speak. Number 1. The Australian Outback, 1912. A pale sky, endless land, and a silence heavier than sound. Henry Lawson, a humble sheep herder, set out alone, as he always did, but that day, he never came back. In the days before his disappearance, Henry spoke of things no one understood. Lights moving silently across the sky, shadows darting at impossible speeds, and a constant feeling like he was being watched. Most dismissed it: stress, isolation, imagination. They were wrong. The next morning, his footprints were found in the dust. Walking in a straight line, then nothing. No struggle. No change in direction. Just emptiness. Weeks passed, then years, but Henry never returned. Was it a natural phenomenon, a secret experiment, or something we simply can't explain yet? All we know is this: the desert kept its secret. Henry Lawson stepped beyond the ordinary and vanished. Dear friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on the strange, the hidden, and the unbelievable.